candid about this whole pandemic shit? Excuse my language. It's frustrating. Okay, so look. Why the hell are you getting mad over stuff you can't control? Why are you getting mad because they did something you asked them not to do? Are you controlling them? No. Why are you getting mad because the other person got promoted and you didn't? Okay, let me stop and pause. It's okay to get mad. I'm not saying don't get mad. But if you're going to dwell in a situation that you have no control over and it continuously makes you more and more irate, why? The two things you can control are yourself and the situations you create. Wait, I'll repeat that. The two things you can control are yourself and the situations you create. You can try to control your children, but they are their own beings that we have created, but we created individuals, not clones, right? So you can only concentrate and stress about your situation that you've created or yourself. That's it. You can only pray, hope for, expect the best, or hope for the best, but expect the worst. That's what I do. I mean, especially now in this pandemic, you have to. And for those of us that have kids and that are homeschooling or doing the distance learning, now is the time where you need to practice focus. Focus. Focus on one thing at a time, especially for those of us that are working and dealing with children that are at home. But I'll take it even a step further. For those of you who are working at home, from home, and have kids that are learning from home, you need to focus, okay? You can't be in a business meeting with all of the executives to talk about next month's budget when you have people busting in and out your door, okay? Let me make a suggestion. Get 3 pieces of paper. Stop sign colors. I don't know why I did 4. Stop sign colors. That's why I'm drinking my coffee. Red, yellow, green. Red, you can absolutely not come in. Unless somebody is dying in the house, you cannot come in. Yellow, if it's something that has to do with school, or if it's something that physically has happened to you that requires more than a Band-Aid, that's yellow. Green, you can come on in. Have these discussions with your children. Let them know, hey, Mikey, mommy or daddy has this business call from this time to this time. Don't just talk to them, but make sure they have an activity or something to do for that time that keeps them occupied and not just keeps them bouncing off the walls downstairs or upstairs, wherever your office may be. But at the same time, you focus on doing your work without the distraction from your children. Make sure you give that same focus, to your children without distractions from your work, because they need that focus too when it comes to school, especially now because we're home teachers too. So please give them that. Focus on one thing at a time. You cannot intertwine the two, because neither one of them will end up good at the end of the week. I can almost guarantee you. Okay, so please focus one thing at a time. Work is work, school is school. And there's so many things out here that are grabbing us by social media, advertisements on TV, the susus or the little cash clubs. Be rational, people. Okay? Be rational. Don't live outside your wage. Act your wage, okay? Not act your age, act your wage. Please and thank you. I'm balling on a budget. I don't know about y'all. I have my pure romance and I have a part-time job. I'm balling on a budget. I don't care. But please be rational. Don't get caught up in the drama. Don't fall for the BS. And unless you're dealing with someone that you physically can trust and have known out outside of Facebook or have spent enough time with them off of Facebook to know them. Don't get caught up in that drama. Mm-mm. Don't get caught up. Just be rational. If you have to take a moment out of every day and just mama meditate. I've learned how to do that. Didn't want to, but I learned how to. And that brings me to my next point. Get up and get out, exercise. If it's raining, make sure your kids get exercise too. If it's raining, if your house isn't big enough for house play, playing in the house. And if it's nasty outside, take them to the grocery store and literally walk every aisle with them. It's going to take a while, trust me, I've done it. Walk every aisle with them and talk to them about foods. Ask them if they know what certain foods are. But you're engaging in conversation. You're focusing on your child. You're allowing your child to focus on you in an outside setting, outside of the house. So it changes their environment. And they're walking. You don't have to be out there pumping iron and running miles. No, just walk. Get your blood flow. Take your babies with you. If you don't have no babies, get out there and go to the damn grocery store. You can do a whole bunch of walking to buy you a case of water. So what? You got exercise out, didn't you? That's what I thought. Don't play with me. And the one thing we're going to be guaranteed to do during this pandemic is make a whole bunch of mistakes. A whole bunch of mistakes. That's all right. To err is human. Remember that, right? That's the saying, right? To err is human. Don't dwell over them things. Please don't. It will capture, is that the right word? It will force you to go into mental slavery if you dwell over the fact that you keep messing up or this keeps happening. Stuff like this keeps happening. Now, I'll be the first person to tell you that my middle name is Murphy's Law. If you don't know about it, look it up. Google. But I got past that. Things may happen to me, yeah, okay, whatever. But so many more positivity has come into my life since I've learned not to deal with the drama and let certain things slide. So do not. Same thing with your kids. They're going to mess up a bunch. You really get to see how your kids are going to mess up now because you're doing homeschool. Don't let them beat themselves up because, as you know, unfortunately, kids are committing suicide at an alarming rate now, especially during the pandemic. So it is so important that you are there to encourage them, to support them, to let them know that you are there no matter what. It doesn't matter. Anything could happen. You're there. Especially now. You have to be that encouragement. You have to. Setbacks are going to happen. Just going to have to deal with it. Life, right? But make sure your kids know that you're there to support and encourage them. And if you need help, ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Hell, you might be seeing me doing a couple of these posts with Mikey or one of my other kids coming in here and I'm like, please help me, please. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm gonna ask for help. If you need me, I'm here. Always. You can connect with me through all of my social media platforms. Hell, you can comment to this video below. All right? So never feel that you have to ask or can't ask for help because you never know. And help can come in so many different forms. So again, don't hesitate. And after you can get through everything that we've just mentioned and I've just talked about, you'll be so much happier and you will exude happiness. Some people may say it's sickening. Well, I'm sorry that you're not happy. I am. Well, no, you're not, because you're yucking my yum. Don't dull on my sunshine. If you're happy, then be happy for me. Be happy that I'm happy. You don't have to be as happy as I am, but just support me. Again, support. But yeah, you have to turn into a ray of sunshine. What are your kids going to model after? They can't go to school. They can't interact with their friends. They can't really go outside on the playground because it's too damn hot. They can't go hang out with their friends at the mall. So you have to be that ray of positivity for them. You have to, you have to, you have to. We are socially responsible to make sure, especially women, I believe, mothers are socially responsible to make sure that everybody is given an equal opportunity to become who they're truly meant to be. That's just how I feel. So, on that note, have a great day. Toast to it being Friday Eve, and we'll catch you next time on Coffee and Convos.